Hi guys, welcome back. Today I want to show you my helper tool sample set. This set comes with some squares that you can use when trying to level your furniture and keep them in line so that they're not wonky. And it also comes with a glue spreading tool, which is perfect for when you're trying to put the furniture and stuff together. And if you need to hang wallpaper and you don't want bubbles in it, then this tool will also assist with that. It has a jagged edges so you can pull out just a little bit at a time, or if you want to put a whole lot on there and then you want to spread it out that way, you can do that too. As you can see here, I'm putting a lot more on here and I'll show you how this works. So you just want to take this tool with the jagged edges and you want to just kind of go back and forth and work it in wherever your project is going to be. So for instance, this particular tool is great for if you're trying to sandwich two pieces of wood together and you need a good thick base of glue. And or if you are going to do a textured wall with some spackling, this will also work for that. And you can kind of do ceilings this way, and you can use the side piece, the really small piece, and you can spread it out even more if you want. And you can kind of drag that glue around. And then I'll show you, after you drag this glue around where you want it to go and you get it semi-smooth and even all the way around, I'll show you how to make it to where you can use it for wallpaper, which will help you reduce the bubbles, if not eliminate the bubbles. So this is washable as well, so if you want to remove that glue you can. But see how I just pulled that flat edge down and it removes all of that glue? Now that's going to leave a very, very thin layer for you to use when you're doing wallpaper, which is going to reduce the number of bubbles that you have, if not eliminate it, because you won't have all of that liquid absorbing into the paper, making it expand. But if you do need more, just turn it over again and then you can pull some back and put it where you think you need it. The best part I can tell you about like putting wallpaper for tips is to make sure you have the center as thin as possible, and then the edges, make sure that you have enough glue within the edge to hold the wallpaper on the wall. That will help you out a lot. Now this piece here is just a scrap piece of wood, and all that is just showing you how to use the corner tool. So if you want to hold it square and you don't want glue on your square, which is the ones that come in the center of this, then you can kind of make sure it's square by using this one edge because it's cut out and it'll act as a square as well. If you want to blend it together and put a bead around there rather than using your finger, you can just use that rounded edge on the other end. So there's lots of ways that you can use this one little tool, and it's very, very helpful for you. So once that's done, if you want to add more glue, and I'll show you a different way to use the other edge. So I'm just going to flip this over. And then I'm going to take the tool and clean it off. And I'm going to use the edge with a lot of glue. And then I'm going to pull it downward to spread that glue out and remove all of that excess that I don't need. This is going to keep you from getting a gloopy like project where you just have way too much glue and it's sloppy looking. And it'll also put that nice bead in there as well, so it's like a nice even uniform, kind of like if you have caulk and you're trying to caulk, that will work with that. However, if you want to have it smaller and you want to take and make it look nice, then you can do that as well. You just take that little edge that's part of the jig-jag side and then you take it across there and it'll remove all the glue that's from that center point. And if you press down harder or you go over it a couple of times, you can remove any of the other glue, leaving just a very thin bead of glue at the edge of your project. And as you can see, I'm just going back and forth with different edges and showing you here how that can assist. Now, if you want to also take the flat edge and you want to pull that glue out, you can do that too and make it flat like we did with the wallpaper part and the spreading of the glue earlier. Now these are washable again, and the little frame that it comes in, you can throw it away, or you can also use that as, you know, a way to remove glue and keep it square. And you can also use this little frame as a square by putting it up against the edge. However, I wouldn't put pressure on it because it is a very thin frame and it's only meant to hold the actual tool in place. But it's still usable. Okay, now if you take the edge and you want to really make it a thin layer, you can take that and push that glue in the corner, just pushing it down using that flat edge. Remove the glue and then push it back again. Basically, this is going to keep your projects neat, and then it'll keep all that nasty glue from getting all over the place when you don't want it in places that you don't need it. So I can take my finger across this after I've done that, and very little glue comes off, so you can keep working at it. It'd be perfect for what you need. But as you can see now, there's like hardly any glue on there. Now, this one I did not glue on straight because I want to show you how this little square tool works. As you can see, if I hold it on the floor, on the surface, and lean it up against it, that area is squared. Now, this area is squared. Now, when you turn it over on the other side and you look at it, because I did not put it on straight, it's not square. See, I have to force it to go up and over. So that's where this little square tool will come in handy, because you'll be able to actually have it squared. So I purposely put this board on a little crooked so that you could see that. And then these little squares here, they're great for getting into small areas and keeping things square that way. As you can see, here's some sample images of how you can use the squares. Okay, well, I hope this tool helps you out in your builds, and I hope you are able to keep your builds straight and square and free from gloopy glue. I'll put a coupon right here for you to use today, and hope you enjoyed this video. See you next time.